Sip Raju, Sip Shanmuga Sundaram, welcome. Sip Sudeep, Sip Rajaratnam, Sip Atmatray, Sip Parvatiyama, Sip Samatma, Sip Hitkari, Sip Eru, Sip Atmatray, Sip Sagai, Sip Leena Anand, and the rest. I'm not able to see you online. I can see Bridget joining in. But my dear friends, today, welcome Bridget. Today we have a very interesting subject, and those who are on the call today, they are going to be blessed with a very interesting session from 7:30 to 8. It is definitely going to be one of the best sessions we've had, I hope, in the last many months. So what is the subject we are talking about today? We are talking about a new book that I've started writing. The book is called The Yoga of Divine Love, Prema Yoga. The Yoga of Divine Love, Prema Yoga. And today, as I share with you, this is the biggest gift I have received. I don't think I have received such a beautiful gift from the divine for several years. I have been getting small little things from the divine, but this has been the biggest gift for me. It is the Yoga of Divine Love, Prema Yoga. We spoke of it briefly, but today I am going to explain it to you in detail. And if you have any doubt, you should be able to clarify with me what you do not understand. So the subject starts with the question, what is love? What is love? Love is the strongest of all human emotions. You know, people think that love is just hugs and kisses and romance and sex and marriage and children. No. Love is the strongest of human emotions. Love is an emotion where kings have given away the kingdom. कहते हैं कि राजा ने तख्त छोड़ दिया for the sake of love. We know cases where even in the modern world, people have given up their entire life for the sake of their love. But is that what love is all about? Love is that deep emotion. We know of emotions like fear, like anger. Love is a positive emotion, but love is not understood by the world. What is love? What is true love? True love is very different from love. And today we are going to go on a journey from love to true love to Prema Yoga, a gift, as I told you, that I received. My dear friends, in a book which we wrote some time back, the book is titled True Love is Bliss, Not Just a Kiss. We spoke about the 7 colors of love. Just like white light from the sun splits through droplets of water and creates the 7 colors of the rainbow, or vibgya: violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. There are 7 colors of love. Violet love is from children to parents, or parents to children. Indigo love is between friends. Blue love is romantic love. Green love is for yourself. Yellow love is intellectual love. Orange, emotional love. And red, erotic love. There are 7 colors in the rainbow of love. And this rainbow of love is a fountain of bliss. It is a source of all happiness. The world has heard of this in the book that we wrote 2 years back. This book is a beautiful book. It at least explains to you the difference between love and true love. But Prema Yoga was something even I did not know. Prema Yoga was a gift to me on the 10th of January 2022. It was a gift to me, and I realized Prema Yoga as something very beautiful. And today I share with you, how does one make love divine? So first of all, remember, love is not just romance and erotic physical love. No, that is not true love. That is what love according to the world. But if you want enlightenment, if you want to be enlightened with the true meaning of love, then you need to go beyond this ordinary concept of love. True love is bliss. True love is a fountain of joy, eternal love, everlasting love, seamless love. It's not moments of pleasure. Love can give you a moment of pleasure, but true love is divine bliss. So I will try to explain this to you in your question answers. But today I'm going beyond true love. I'm going how to make your love divine, how to make your prema, your love, into Prema Yoga, the yoga of divine love. The Sufis called it Ishq Hakiki. They said Ishq-e Hakiki, not Ishq-e Majazi. The Greeks, centuries ago, like the Sufis, differentiated between their goddess of agape, the goddess of divine love, and the god of Eros, the god of erotic love. The Greeks did this. They divided it. But it's up to us what you want to make your love. Do you want to make your love divine? Then you have to go beyond the skin. You have to turn in. You have to love the one that is within. And like I said, today, those of you who are alert will be gifted with one of the biggest gifts of your life. You will be gifted with God. Today, you will be gifted with SIP. There's a way for you to attain, to realize God. And in the next 20 minutes, I hope you will reach that point. Because true love is unconditional. True love has no expectations. True love is from soul to soul. True love is love for God. True love is not between lover and beloved. Divine love comes from the soul. Ruh se ruh ka pyar. I don't see Ruh Mataji on the call. She loves to say this. She loves to say Ruh se ruh ka pyar. But the point is this. Today we are going to get to that point, not just of true love, but divine love. And how are you going to do that? Understanding the concept of Prema Yoga. What is Prema Yoga? We touched it so briefly when it came as a gift to me. I shared it with you a few weeks back. But today we are writing a book. We have started writing a whole book in the month of February called Prema Yoga. What is Prema Yoga? My dear friends, Prema Yoga is the yoga of divine love. When we are able to see the beloved as God. Can you see your beloved as God? When you see beyond the skin and experience the divine that is within. Tell me, what is the way to love God? Can you love God? Bhagwan Murti hai, Bhagwan Mandir mein hai. God is in the temple, in the church, in the monastery, in the Gurudwara. Tell me, how can you love God? Yes, you can love God through the beloved. When you see the beloved as God, when you are able to realize the beloved is God, then that prema becomes Prema Yoga. How do you reach that state? When you love your beloved as God, how do you reach that state? Not only will you love your beloved as God, you will experience yoga. You will experience a union with the divine. I wrote a few songs, and the few songs that I wrote, I must share with you, are amazing songs. I will try to share one or two songs in Hindi. Bridget, I hope you will be able to get the translation. Please pay attention to this song and let me see what you understand by this song. Because this can turn your life around. And I'm playing it with a little music for you to try to get the emotion of this song. I hope you all understand Hindi and hope you can get this song. प्रीतम में प्रभु जो भी महसूस करता होता योगा प्रभु से योगा प्रेम योगा प्रभु से योगा प्रीतम में प्रभु जो भी महसूस करता होता योगा प्रभु से योगा प्रेम योगा प्रभु से होता, ये तो प्रेम नहीं है, ये तो प्रभु से योगा है, ये तो प्रेम योगा है, प्रेम से प्रभु को पाना है, ये तो प्रेम योगा है. Do you understand what the song says? प्रीतम में प्रभु जो भी महसूस करता, होता योगा प्रेम योगा, प्रभु से होता प्रेम योगा. The one who can experience the beloved as God. Can you experience the beloved as God? When you do that, then you are able to love God. How do you love God? Like this. प्रेमी प्रेमी नहीं है, प्रेमी सच में प्रभु है, गर ये एहसास है होता, होता है प्रेम योगा, प्रेमी से प्यार प्यार नहीं है, प्रेमी से प्यार ये है योगा. प्रीतम में प्रभु. Did you understand? प्रीतम में प्रभु जो भी महसूस करता. When you are able to experience God in the beloved, this creates Prema Yoga. And I am going to explain to you today how important this is. How important it is to develop what is called Prema Yoga, because it takes you to moksha, it takes you to nirvana. But how? My dear friends, for this you need to understand the meaning of yoga. Yoga means union with God. Either we are in yoga or we are in bhoga. If you are either your yoga, you're united with, it's just like your SIM card. Your SIM card is connected to your network, or it is connected to a faltu network where there is no data, there is no internet. If you are connected to the wrong network, you're in bhoga. If you are connected to the divine, you are in yoga. And the world knows of four ways of being in yoga. One, karma yoga, the yoga or unite through action. Two, bhakti yoga, where it is yoga or you unite through devotion. Three, jnana yoga, where you unite through education, the yoga of jnana yoga. And four, dhyana yoga, you unite through meditation. The world knows of four yogas, but I was gifted the fifth yoga, the yoga called Prema Yoga. It came from nowhere. I was in the temple and it came as a gift from the divine. It just came to me into my hands. The fifth yoga, Prema Yoga, is to unite with God through love. It is the strongest of all yogas, where when you love the beloved, when you love your beloved as a goddess or a god, when you love your beloved as a goddess or a god, you are not loving the skin, you are loving the God that is within. And this will create such a yoga that you will be liberated. You will be liberated from this samsara. So the challenge is, how do we reach that state of Prema Yoga? That is the challenge. And for that, the moment you're able to realize the divine in your beloved, this realization makes you a yogi. In fact, next week's topic is that, how to live as a yogi, next week. But today, briefly, what is the meaning of a yogi? A yogi is one who is united with the divine at all times. A yogi lives in Sat Chit Anand. A yogi is in the consciousness. What is the consciousness? The truth that I am not this body. I am Sit. I am the divine. The yogi enjoys eternal happiness. You know, we human beings, the mind makes us so unhappy. The mind steals our happiness. The mind makes us unhappy, makes us miserable, creates fear, creates worry, creates stress. But for the yogi, there is no stress. The yogi lives in 24/7 in yoga. Because yoga takes us to moksha. So there are 3 steps. Today I'm telling you there are 3 steps. The first step is enlightenment. The second step is yoga. The third step is moksha. You need enlightenment before you can be in yoga. Because otherwise you can't be a yogi. You can't be in yoga. And the moment you're in yoga, you will attain moksha. But how can you attain yoga 24/7? How can you be a true yogi? You need Prema Yoga. Without Prema Yoga, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to live in Bhakti, Karma, Dhyana, and Jnana. It's very difficult. But Prema Yoga is an easy way to be united with the divine. The 5th yoga of Prema Yoga. How is it possible to be in yoga at all times? Can you be in yoga at all times? Can you be united with God at all times? Through Prema Yoga, you can. First step, being enlightened. What you're being enlightened? That the beloved is not the skin. That your beloved is not this. Your beloved is the Atma, is the Ruh. When you realize that your beloved is the divine soul, that enlightenment creates Prema Yoga. When you are in Prema Yoga, you are loving the beloved as God. And third step, when you start loving the beloved as God, you love one and all as God, not just your beloved. Because then you see God in one and all. And that is the purest form of yoga, the highest form. Because God manifests in every human being. SIP, the Supreme Immortal Power, is everywhere. When we realize the divine, when we realize God, and then we love, when there is prema, after realization, there is a divine intoxication. When there is love after realization, when there's Prema Yoga, this is a divine intoxication. And I hope you will get to the point of questioning me on this and understanding what is this divine intoxication that we are talking of. It is living with divine spiritual love. Not this 14th February is coming, right? 14th February is just 10 days away. Oh, happy Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. People think love comes from the heart. Love does not come from the heart. That's a way apart from the truth. Love comes from the soul. Why the heart feels emotion? Because the mind, the brain pumps blood into the heart and the heart is pumping. Because of the emotion, the heart is pumping blood. You think the heart is the organ of love. That's the biggest lie. The heart is not the organ of love. This is what the world has believed for centuries. My dear friends, we have to go beyond ordinary love. We have to go beyond a kiss to discover true love that is bliss. Prema Yoga is an ecstasy. Prema Yoga, like I said, is a divine intoxication. In a Prema Yoga, there is no heartache and there is no heartbreak. Because when you love your beloved as the divine, you have no expectation. You have no conditions. You have no reason to be disappointed. You just love your divine as if you are loving God. You love your beloved as a manifestation of the divine. You love your beloved not as what you see as the skin, but you love the God that appears as your beloved. Can you do that? Can you love your beloved as a goddess or a god? Can you? Then you have attained the state of Prema Yoga. Do you know this? What is love? Love is the power of the Supreme. Love is the power of God. Love is not something ordinary. Love is the strongest of all human emotions. And Prema Yoga is a deep yearning for God. When you have the deep yearning for God, how do you have a deep yearning for God? Because you can't touch God, you can't feel God, you can't see God. But when you can see your beloved, touch your beloved, feel, see, touch your beloved as God, then that yearning for God through the beloved becomes Prema Yoga. It is not just love of skin to skin. It is love from soul to soul. An ordinary man cannot understand the meaning of Prema Yoga because he doesn't even understand the meaning of true love. An ordinary man only thinks love is lust. Love is physical expression of physical attraction towards somebody. This, my dear friends, is not love. It is very ordinary, manipulative love or a very dilute love. You know, a small child is born. A small child loves its mother so deeply. Where does this love come from? This love is divine. This love comes from one soul to another soul. But we don't understand it. Let me share with you one more song before we reach the end of the session. I hope the songs are helping you, and I hope you will listen to this song with the same emotion that I have written this song. This is an amazing song about how to love God through Prema Yoga. Nicola? तुझको प्रभु प्यार करूं, प्रीतम को जब मैं प्यार करूं, तुझको प्रभु प्यार करूं, प्रीतम को जब मैं प्यार करूं, प्रीतम तू ही है, तुझको मैं चाहता, प्यार मेरा तो है प्रेम योगा, तुझको मैं प्यार हूँ करता, प्रीतम में तुझको मैं हूँ पाता, होता है प्रेम योगा, तुझको प्रभु प्यार करूं, प्रीतम को जब मैं प्यार करूं. Oh Lord, I love you. I love you when I love my beloved. When I love my beloved, I'm not loving my beloved. I'm loving you. You appear as my beloved. I'm loving you, oh Lord. What does the song say? ये जो प्यार है दिल का नहीं है, प्यार ये है रूह का, तन बदन का प्यार नहीं, ये इश्क हकीकी, तेरे लिए मैं तड़पता, प्रीतम में तुझको मैं पाता, प्रेम मेरा है प्रेम योगा, प्यार तुझको पल पल करता, प्रीतम में तुझको मैं देखता, प्रेम से सच्चिदानंद में रहता, प्रीतम का प्रेम है प्रेम योगा, तुझको प्रभु प्यार करूं, प्रीतम को जब मैं प्यार करूं. I don't feel understanding the song. हे प्रभु, तुझको मैं प्यार तभी करता हूं जब मैं प्रीतम को प्यार करता हूं. ये प्रीतम नहीं है, ये तो भगवान है. ये मेरे प्रीतम नहीं है, ये मेरे भगवान है. दिखने में प्रीतम है. So my dear friends, if only you realize this, if you realize Prema Yoga, you know what is going to happen? You can become a yogi. You can become a yogi. You can be united with God. You can achieve God. You can achieve moksha. You can achieve liberation. Because I realized it is very difficult to achieve moksha only through dhyana yoga, karma yoga, bhakti yoga, jnana yoga. I found that God wanted to give me a gift, and SIP gave me this gift of Prema Yoga. I got it only on 10th of January, just 25 days back. I discovered the fifth yoga, the most powerful yoga, the most powerful emotion, the way to unite with God through love. The strongest yoga is seeing your beloved as a goddess or a god, not loving skin to skin, but loving soul to soul. My dear friends, God is in front of you. Your beloved is God. Why don't you stop seeing your beloved as your beloved? Why can't you see your beloved as God and reach that state of Prema Yoga? You can feel the presence of God every second of your life. You can be with God every moment of your life if only you learn Prema Yoga. Next week, we will go one step forward on how to live as a yogi. But today, I really wish that you touch the subject of Prema Yoga. I hope that you will make the best of today, because these 2 or 3 bhajans which I wrote, Tujhko Prabhu प्यार करूं, प्रीतम को जब मैं प्यार करूं. When you love your beloved, you are loving God. This is a unique, a biggest gift of Prema Yoga. Are you going to attain this gift? So we are going to throw open to questions. I hope we will touch first the subject of Prema Yoga, not to dilute it, and then go away into ask air questions. There are these beautiful bhajans that we are getting from the divine on Prema Yoga. Prema Yoga, the yoga of divine love, the yoga of, the fact is, we are not the body. We know it. The body will die. We are the Atma. How are we going to be able to love from Atma to Atma? Because love comes from the soul. That is why a dead person cannot love. Can a dead person love? Why can't a dead body love? Because the dead person has no Atma. And love comes from the Atma. My dear administrator, we throw open to questions, and I hope there will be some interesting questions on Prema Yoga. Just before I continue.
Here you're muted here.
Thank you, Gautam. Just before I get into Ask Air, tomorrow I believe I'm on a flight to Finland, and the flight will be at the time of Ask Air. So unless there's a miracle, there will be no Ask Air tomorrow, and the session tomorrow will get cancelled Saturday, and we will resume it on Sunday. Unless my flight gets cancelled, then you will get a message. But otherwise, there is no session tomorrow. So let's make the best use of today's session. Yes, please. Rekha. Rekha, you're going to ask the question? Or should I read your question? Rekha,
I have typed it.
I have a question. Is it necessary that the beloved should also love us? Also like the same we see sippiness? No. The beloved may love somebody else. It's okay. The beloved doesn't have to love you. Even if the beloved loves somebody else, but you love the beloved, it is your Prema Yoga. Of course, if the beloved loves you, that is the highest form of Prema Yoga.
Okay.
You love the beloved and the beloved loves you. That means moksha for both. It means nirvana for both. But let me explain to you. Suppose you are deeply in love with your beloved, but your beloved doesn't understand this Prema Yoga. But Prema Yoga is from your side. You try to understand, Rekha, what I'm saying.
Yes.
The Prema from your side is you are seeing the beloved in your, you are seeing the God in the beloved. So how does it matter whether the beloved responds or doesn't respond?
Okay.
If the beloved responds, I told you, it is a super Prema Yoga. That is the
Mm.
highest form.
Mm.
And that is a miracle. That's possible, but it's
Yeah.
a miracle.
Yes.
I experienced Prema Yoga with 3 beloveds.
Mm.
I experienced Prema Yoga with how many beloveds?
3.
With 3. Don't ask me who, but I experienced Prema Yoga with
Okay.
3 beloveds. Correct?
Mm.
And for me, I love the 3 beloveds of my Prema Yoga as my God.
Mm.
I see God in the 3 beloved that I have Prema Yoga with.
Mm.
So
Thank-
it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether they love me back or not. That they have the same Prema Yoga. If their love unconditional, they also love me. It's not that they don't love me. Of course they love me. But am I comparing my love to them and their love to me? No, I don't compare like that.
Mm.
What matters is my love for them is Prema Yoga.
Mm.
It's up to them. What if their love for me is Prema Yoga or not? That's their problem, not my problem.
Mm. Mm.
I hope you understood what I'm saying.
Yes, yes. I do. Thank you.
Next question. Jyotri's question. Sir, love doesn't come from heart, but soul. Please explain. My dear Jyotri, we think love comes from here, right? Dil धड़कने का सबब याद आया. ये दिल धड़, ये all dil. It's all dil. It is all myth. It is not true. You feel the dil because the blood supply to the heart becomes more, and the heart is beating. The heart is beating. So it feels like the heart is loving. The heart doesn't love. Love comes from the soul. Love comes from the divine. God inside you and me, Jyotri. It is the God in you and me that is loving the God outside. It is God that loves, not the heart. So if you're not yet clear, explain to me. This is a statement I'm making and explaining to you scientifically that the heart doesn't love. And the soul is nothing but the divine, God, Sip, the energy. That is where the source of love is from the soul, not from the heart. The heart only pumps blood. Heart is organ of pumping blood. But we have made heart the organ of love. On Valentine's Day, you see red color heart. You know why it's red color heart, Jyotri? You know why? Sudeep, you know why red color heart? Because the heart is pumping red blood. Because the heart is pumping red blood, they make the heart red color. Otherwise, the heart could be blue. No, they don't make blue heart. They make red heart. Red heart because they think the heart is pumping blood, and even tomorrow they will say blood is also the liquid of love. No, blood is not the liquid of love. No. So next question, please.
गुरुजी प्रणाम. गुरुजी
Pranam Mataji.
गुरुजी आप अभी कह रहे थे आप 3 लोगों को बहुत प्यार करते हो, है ना? आपको उनमें रब दिखता है, पर आप ना ये कह के हम सबका दिल तोड़ दिया है. सच क्यों? आप सबको प्यार करते हो.
आपको किसने बोला? आप उन तीनों में नहीं है?
मुझे क्या पता.
तो फिर अगर आप उन 3 में होते तो फिर why do you believe आप उन 3 में नहीं है?
लकीएस्ट हो जाती.
तो आपको ऐसा सोचना है. आप उल्टा क्यों सोचते हैं?
पर आप मतलब मैं तो यही सोचती हूँ हम सब से प्यार करते हैं.
हाँ, मैं तो सुनिए ओके रूमता जी, मैं तो सबसे प्यार करता हूँ. बट ये पॉइंट आई एम ट्राइंग टू टीच यू प्रेम योगा. करेक्ट? आई हैव टू टीच यू प्रेम योगा. व्हाट इज प्रेम योगा? लेट मी एक्सप्लेन टू यू वन मोर टाइम. मतलब आप समझी नहीं, आप ये बात समझी नहीं. मतलब प्रेम योगा मैं समझाता हूँ. नहीं, मैं समझाता हूँ. लेट मी एक्सप्लेन टू यू. प्रेम योगा का मतलब ये है कि जब मैं प्रेम करूं, मेरे प्रेमिका का, मेरे बिलवड को, मेरे प्रेमी को, मेरी प्रेमिका को प्रेम करूं, मैं हर पल प्रभु को देखूं. When I love my beloved, every moment of that love, every breath of consciousness, my God is in my consciousness every time I'm with my beloved, every time I love my beloved, moment by moment, 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 I am loving God, 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 because my beloved is God. Now are you understanding what I'm saying?
हाँ जी.
तो अगर आप मेरे सामने 24 घंटे हो जाएंगे तो आप भी ऑटोमेटिकली आप मेरी रूह बन जाएगी. आप कहाँ मेरे साथ 24 घंटे बैठिए? मान लिया बात. मैं अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट आई एम सेइंग. सपोज आप मेरी रूह है, आप मेरे साथ 24 घंटे हैं और मैं आप में प्रभु देखता हूं, तो ये क्या हो गया फिर?
प्रेम योग.
प्रेम योग हो गया. तुझको प्रभु प्यार करूं, प्रीतम को जब मैं प्यार करूं. मुझे तो प्रीतम को हर पल प्यार करना है, हर पल. और जब मैं हर पल, ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड हाउ डीप दिस मीन्स, अगर मैं हर पल प्रीतम को प्यार करता हूं, हर पल प्रभु को प्यार करता हूं. पहले तो हम ये क्या कहते हैं, हम भजन में क्या कहते थे? पल पल प्रभु के साथ मैं जीता, एक पल भी दूर ना होता, मैं ना होता. तो प्रभु तो दूर हो जाते हैं. प्रभु क्यों दूर हो जाते हैं? प्रभु दूर हो जाते हैं बिकॉज हम भोग में पड़ जाते हैं, योग छूट जाता है. अब योग गेट्स कट, अब योगा गेट्स कट एंड वी गो इनटू भोगा, वी गो इनटू संसार. But if there is Prema Yoga, if there is a yoga of divine love, then you don't cut the union with your Lord even for one moment. Are you understanding? Not understanding?
जी जी.
आपको आपके प्रेमी प्रेमिका से इतना प्यार है, वो तो प्रभु बन गए. तो मतलब आपके प्रभु आपके साथ बैठ गए ना सुबह से रात तक. ये इजी बात नहीं है. Is it easy? What I'm saying, is it easy to love your beloved as God?
No, no.
Why not? We are finding fault. हम beloved से, हम अपने प्रेमी से, हम अपने beloved से, हमने लैला मजनू से हम दोस्त. We are blaming them. We are shouting at them. We are fighting with them. We are arguing with them.
एक हम उनको अलग भी समझते हैं ना अपने से. Duality.
लेकिन अलग नहीं समझना चाहिए. मैं तो अपने beloved को अलग नहीं समझता हूँ. मैं समझता हूँ मैं और मेरे beloved दो नहीं, एक है. मैं और मेरे beloved दो शरीर हैं, but एक रूह है. I don't believe that my beloved and me are separate. I believe me and my beloved are one. उसका मतलब ये है कि मेरा जो भी है, I tell my beloved what is mine is yours. जो भी मेरा है वो तेरा है. ऐसे बोल सकते हैं हम? Is it easy to tell कि जो मेरा है सब तेरा है?
नहीं.
हाँ, तो मैं ऐसे बोलता हूं. मैं तो अपने प्रेमी को ऐसे बोलता हूं कि जो भी मेरा है वो तेरा है.
अभी गुरुजी मैरिज होती है ना, सब हस्बैंड वाइफ सोचते हैं दो जिसमें एक जान है, पर कहाँ होती है? कहने के लिए होता है.
बिल्कुल सच बात कही है आपने. ये सब नाटक है. ये सब नाटक. तो लक्ष्मी रूमाता जी
कहते हैं आपकी इस बात से वारी जाऊं. पंजाबी हितकारी जी आपको एक्सप्लेन कर सकते हैं वारी जाऊं का क्या मतलब होता है.
कहाँ गए हमारे हितकारी जी? वो तो कहाँ छुप गए हितकारी जी क्या ये वारी जाओ क्या होता है? प्रेम के बारे में आप बताइए.
कि आपने जो बात बोली है उसके बियॉन्ड.
ओके, हितकारी जी अगर लाइव आएंगे तो ही विल एक्सप्लेन टू अस. हितकारी हमें समझाएंगे कि क्या है. अगर लाइव आते हैं तो पकड़ते हैं उसको. बट लेट मी आंसर. सी, टुडे आई एम टेलिंग यू, टुडे is one of the most profound Friday sessions of my life. I don't think I have shared with you anything more profound, more important, more meaningful than today. I have spoken to you on Friday probably for the last nearly 2 years. I have probably had 100 sessions with you. But in 100 sessions on Friday, I don't think there is anything as important as what I'm telling you today. Today's session is the highest. Prema Yoga. Prema Yoga. How to be united with God through love. How to see your beloved as God. How to be united, connected with God all the time. How? through Prema Yoga, through the yoga of love. So next question, who else has
Shubham,
any? Yes,
can I ask
Shivam.
you a question?
Yes, please.
Because we see God still in a form,
Yes.
but you are enlightened, so you see him as a power.
Okay.
So how do you? I want to know how you feel God.
Just like you see electricity in a bulb. How do you see electricity in a bulb? You don't want to touch the electricity. You know the electricity is there in the bulb, right?
Hmm.
It is the power that gives the bulb light, correct?
Hmm.
Do you doubt it?
No.
You don't see it. Can you see
Hmm.
electricity?
No.
But you know it's there, right? Because of electricity, the bulb comes on, the AC comes on, your motor comes on, your mobile gets charged.
Hmm.
So you don't see the current, but you know the current is there.
Hmm.
I can see the current of God, the current of SIP. You can't see because you don't realize the current of SIP is everywhere. I can see the current of SIP everywhere. And that is what takes me to Prema Yoga. That is what takes me to the yoga of divine love. So through Prema Yoga, I have created a situation where God is not far away from me even 1 second of my life. I have created a situation where God doesn't go away from me even for 1 second. Even
But
1 second.
how is the question?
Look at the magical way how I have done it. God is with me all the time through my beloved. My beloved is with me all the time. So that is the way to be able to love God, by seeing your beloved not as skin, but as the divine that is within. You got it? Did I answer your question about that energy and that power? Did you get the answer?
Yes.
Rekha, the fact is that God is not somebody with a name. God is not somebody with form. You are clear about that, or you doubt that?
No, I'm clear.
Then you know God is a power, right?
Yes.
You know, touch your heart and tell me who's beating in your heart inside.
It's God, obviously.
You have any doubt about that?
No.
Then if that is the God, then why can't you find that God in your beloved? If you are so sure that God is here, why can't you love your beloved as that God that's beating in your beloved's heart? Why is it so difficult?
It shouldn't be.
But then you become a yogi from this moment onwards. Yogi jo yog mein sada hi rahe, Prabhu ke yog mein rahe. Can you be like that? Samsar ki maya mein wo naat ke, sada yog mein wo rahe. प्रभु की प्यास हो सदा, प्रभु से प्यार वो करे, योगी वो है जो माया से बच के रहे, प्रभु के योग में रहे. Change it to प्रेम योग में रहे. Prema Yoga is the most beautiful way to unite with God, moment by moment by moment by moment. Means God doesn't go away from you even for 1 second. Can you all tell me a better way than Prema Yoga? Sudeep, can you tell me a better way than Prema Yoga? Tell me, Sudeep, what is your comment on this? Let me get few of you. Next, let me ask Ashok Chotwani, Girish. Let me see Dasi, if Dasi, you all can give me some views about this. The Bridget has understood what is this Prema Yoga. Yes, let's start one by one. Let me get some feedback. Sudeep.
So whatever I have understood about Prema Yoga, if you would have asked me to I cannot do that, because I think that is something that you can just experience. Putting the experience in word would have been a very, very difficult thing for me. But I think you've done an excellent job in doing that. Yes, but I strongly believe this can only be experienced. I cannot express it in words.
Have you understood what it is?
Yes, because I had sent some messages to you. So I had some little bit of an experience. I don't know whether that was really Prema Yoga or not, but there have been some experiences where it's like divine love. But that's what I said. For me, putting it in words will not be possible, because it can only be experienced, and person who has experienced will understand what Prema Yoga is. Otherwise, it's just normal talk.
Okay, thank you. Who else will? I've asked you all to give some feedback. Who will give your feedback next? Who is going to give feedback? Ashok Chotwani, what have you understood about Prema Yoga?
Sir, when we Lord our beloved as a God, then we will be in yoga, sir. That is called Prema Yoga, sir.
So do you think it's possible?
If we will try, we will success, sir.
What do we have to do to be in Prema Yoga?
So we have to realize that our beloved is God, sir.
How will we realize that?
That is through enlightenment, sir.
By loving the beloved not as the skin, but as the Atma within.
True, sir.
If you
Very
keep on
true.
loving, the beloved because of the skin will die one day.
Yeah.
The love will die. Prema Yoga is immortal. Prema Yoga will never die.
Yeah.
Because it is yoga of Atma. It is Prema Yoga is from Atma to Atma. It doesn't die. It is eternal. It comes from God. It belongs to God.
Yeah. Yes, 100% true, sir.
Bridget, you want to say something, Bridget, about Prema Yoga? You understood what it means?
Yes, I understand what you said.
Next Atma. Yes, Bridget.
This Prema Yoga is very inside us, very deep inside, and it's give us many beautiful stars in the eye, star in that hurt, and nothing else matter with this
So
love.
What happens in Prema Yoga? You understand what happened in Prema Yoga?
Yeah.
What happens?
Prema Yoga, it's really to love really deeply, deeply, deeply God. And you see God inside the beloved. It's really very deep.
When you are loving the beloved not as the beloved, when you love the beloved as God.
Yeah.
When you see your beloved as God, that is Prema Yoga.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the easy way to be with God all the time.
Yeah, that's true.
Thank you. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Ravi, I was just thinking, love one and all and love the creation, whatever God has made, the grass, the trees, the birds, the animals, everything, take it as one, which I know is difficult, but we are trying.
No, Dasi, that is 100% correct. But that is not Prema Yoga, Dasi. That is enlightenment. What you are saying is Satyam Shivam Sundaram. Everything in this world, whether it's a butterfly or a bee, whether it is the clouds or the sea, everything is beautiful, everything is God. That's what you are saying. But Dasi, this is different. Please try to take home something today, which I'm telling you.
Okay, please.
When you love your beloved, correct, Dasi? Your beloved. Your beloved is not the body. You're clear, nobody is the body.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So your beloved is the Atma. When you love your beloved as God, when you see God in your beloved and you love your beloved deeply, that means you are loving God all the time. Your beloved is in your room from morning to night. Your beloved is your God. Then imagine you're in yoga all the time. Every moment of your day, you're in yoga.
Yeah.
But it's very difficult, right? Dasi, when your person who's your beloved is nagging you and fighting with you and arguing with you, then how do you love that person all the time?
That's true. But still, but despite a person who is troublesome, you can still love the God.
Exactly. So when you go beyond the person, when you don't look at the human qualities of the person, but you look at the divine qualities of the person, that becomes Prema Yoga.
Okay.
It's not easy, Dasi, what I'm saying, but it is the way to moksha. It is the way to nirvana. If you can develop Prema Yoga, which means that your beloved who is with you all the time, you love your beloved not as your beloved, you love your beloved as God. That is the most amazing way to be in yoga.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Thank you. Atmatray.
Yes, sure, sir.
Sure.
Sir, before some years back, I have a spiritual teacher, and I suppose she looks as a goddess in front of me, and she also eternal love, and as you say, Prema Yoga type. She was living with me also, but for some time only, and some days we are apart.
So okay, so
Yeah.
so the love should not finish.
Yes,
That
yes.
your
When I remember, I remember the Prema Yoga.
you should not, because that Prema Yoga will remain with you like a fragrance.
Yes, sir.
That Prema Yoga is because the soul has not left you.
Yes.
The body might have left you, but the
No,
soul.
no. So she's in Australia today.
So wherever she may be. So
Huh.
today you can even talk to her and make a video call, and if you have possibility of connection with her. But even if you cannot connect with her, the love
Yeah.
remains with you. She cannot take away the love from you. She
Yes.
cannot take away the Prema Yoga with you. Of course, the beauty in Prema Yoga is, try to understand, is to try to have the beloved with you.
Okay.
When you have the beloved with you, that reminds you of God's presence all the time.
Yes.
You must try to have, for example, if I see God in my dog, if I see my little dog as God, and my dog is with me 24/7, then what am I seeing all the time?
God only.
I'm seeing God is on my table, sitting on my table from morning to night.
Yes.
God is with me. Prabhu
Sure.
paas hai, kan kan mein hai, Prabhu hai shakti. So Prabhu paas hai. God is near me. God is with me all the time.
Yes.
Thank you. I think, Sudeep, you wanted to say something more, Sudeep? Were you trying to say something more?
So there was a line that you said that when you have Prema Yoga with somebody, you said whatever is mine is yours.
Yeah.
I would either add one to it. I would rather tell that person that I don't have anything else except what you are. So you are the only thing that I have. So there was a small quotation that I got some many years back. So I just got reminded of it. So I mean, there's a Dvaita here, so don't take it literally. So Lord Krishna came in front of a Bhakta, and he said that to whom does this car belong? The Bhakta said, this belongs to you. You can take it. And he said that to whom does this house belong? He said, this house belongs to you. You take it. Then he went inside the house. He said, to what is this bedroom? He said, this is also yours. Take it. He went to the mandir in his house. There was a small Krishna Murti, Krishna's Murti. He said, to whom does this Murti belong? He said, this I will not give it to you because this belongs to me. Just wanted to share that.
So these stories are all very nice, and they're very good to have analogies and things like that. But my objective is that we all should be moving on the path of enlightenment. Why have I brought about Prema Yoga today? I brought about Prema Yoga because I got the gift of Prema Yoga from the divine. And this is a strong yoga. According to me, stronger than all other yogas. Because how long can you be in Dhyana Yoga? A few minutes. How long can you do Karma Yoga? How long can you do Bhakti Yoga? How long can you do Jnana Yoga? But how long can you do Prema Yoga? Sudeep, how long can you do Prema Yoga?
Endless, sir. Endless. There's no end to it.
You can be in Prema Yoga 24/7.
True.
So that's why I'm telling you, Prema Yoga is the most beautiful yoga. It is the most divine yoga. It is the strongest of all yoga. So any more questions before we close? Anybody would like to...
Sir,
yes.
I would like to. Can I come in?
Yes, please.
Sir, I'm Pawan, sir.
Yes, Pawan.
I'm logging in from different device, so my name is
Tell me,
not up.
Pawan.
Sir, Sudip was telling that he told that example where this car belongs to you, this belongs to you.
Yeah.
And he told when he asked Krishna, this murti belongs to, when that person asked Krishna, he told, this belongs to me. I didn't understand, sir. Is it in a comedy way or what? Is there any meaning behind that?
Nothing comedy. What that man is telling Krishna, everything is yours except you. You are mine. It is just like that. He's telling Krishna, everything belongs to you.
Okay.
But God belongs to me. I will not give God. You, Krishna, belongs to me. It's just a way of, it's a figure of speech. It's an analogy. So he's
okay. So sir, 1 second. In the question, I have confusion. So he's talking between two person with the conversation, or Krishna and one boy conversation?
No.
I'm
It
confused.
is nothing. You just forget about it. You think it's a dream. That's all. Because you will not understand what Sudip is trying to say, because Sudip only doesn't understand what it is. Sudip only enjoys what it is. So this is something which is himself realizes it is a beautiful thing. But Pavan, the point to realize is that we are one with God. What Sudip tried to bring about is that when there's Dvaita, then there's confusion. There should be no Dvaita. Everything
duality.
is
Dvaita means duality, right?
duality. Yeah, we should remove all duality. He was giving a story of duality.
Wow,
So
sir, but I heard you're talking about Prema Yoga, Jnana Yoga, Karma Yoga, but you told we can do both, we can't do everything at once, but Prema Yoga we can do eternally, right? Like,
correct.
That's a beautiful way to put it, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for getting
So
the
try to develop Prema Yoga all the time.
Sir, you have any tips? I joined late, so keep it.
Go back. If you joined late, go to Facebook and watch the whole program.
Oh, wow. Okay.
On Facebook.
Sir,
you can watch.
Sir, can you please share the link, sir? I would love to join to Facebook.
Go to our Facebook page. Every day link is there. Every day the link is there.
Sir, I'll 1 second. Okay, I'm opening Facebook, sir. How do
okay, you open. We'll come back to you. We have another question. We'll come back to you. Mohit Kumar.
Sir.
Mohit Kumar, if I know how to love, I can't hate anyone, no matter what circumstance. It's without you and I. Let it dissolve you and I. Beautiful. Mohit Kumar, beautiful. When love becomes Prema Yoga, then there cannot be any hate. When love becomes Prema Yoga, because then that love is for the divine, where is the question of hate? Because when your love becomes yoga, yoga means me and God become one. That is the meaning of yoga. We unite with God. You and me become one. We dissolve into the divine. So very beautiful. Well said. If I know how to love, I can't hate. Very beautifully said. So anybody else wants to make a comment? Komal, anybody else who wants to make, Girish, anybody wants to make any comment before we close for today? We are just about to close. So before we close, if anybody wants to make any comment.
Dear Air.
Yes, Bridget.
I'm wrong if I say Prema Yoga is like a prayer. It's a prayer day by day, minute by minute, second by second. We are always crying and ask for God and be in the light of the God. Prema Yoga is like this.
No, my dear Bridget. See, can you pray 24/7? Can you pray from morning to night 24/7? Can you pray? You cannot, correct? No. You cannot. But can you love? Can you love 24/7?
Yeah.
That's why when you make love divine, then love becomes Prema Yoga. This is about love. You love your lover, your beloved, as God. You see God in your beloved. Then all the time you are in Prema Yoga. All the time you are in yoga of divine love.
It's really deep.
It's very deep. That's why then you never break a connection. If you can see God in the divine, in the beloved, and you can see God in the beloved, you're always united with God. Every moment you are with God. Okay. So my dear friends.
Many things to say like inside this. Because it's Prema love. Really many things to say of this. It's really so large.
It's very deep. Yeah, it's deep, it's large, because we all know them, we all love. See, love is a very important subject in our life, but we don't know the meaning of love. We think love is hugging and kissing and playing and marrying and getting children. No, that's not love. That's not real love. Real love comes from the soul. Real love is beautiful. It's divine. It's very, very blissful. Real love, really, when you really love somebody, it's very beautiful. And when that love becomes a yoga, when you really love somebody and you love somebody as divine, as God, when you see God, when you love somebody, that can be the highest, I call it the highest divine intoxication. There can be no greater intoxication than that.
It's a really, really, really nice and beautiful.
Yeah, it's very beautiful and it can really transform your life. So my dear friends, I hope, as I said, tomorrow I may be on a flight to Finland. So there will be no session tomorrow. And hopefully when I reach Finland tomorrow night, we will have a session on Sunday. And hopefully I will be landed safely in Finland and we will be having a session from there. But I would like you to spend the day tomorrow thinking about Prema Yoga. I would like you to see how you can use love as a way to be in yoga with God. How can you develop love? How can you develop Prema Yoga? How can you experience yoga or unison, being united with God all the time? You know, it is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. It is so beautiful to experience love, but love for the divine. When it's love for the skin, there is a lot of heartache and heartbreak because there's expectations and there is conditions and transactions. I'm not talking about love of skin to skin. I am talking of love from the one within to the one within. I am talking about divine, beautiful, soulful Prema Yoga. How this divine love, it's very simple, it's not complicated, it's very simple. You look at your beloved as God. You see your beloved as God. You love your beloved as the divine. That creates a yoga. That creates a connection with the power that is in your beloved. Your beloved is a manifestation of the divine. Your beloved is God. Don't see the beloved. See God that appears as your beloved. Don't love your beloved. Love the God that is a manifestation of your beloved. Your beloved is only a manifestation of God, appears as your beloved. But if you can imagine God in your beloved, that is the highest way of being in yoga. So I wish you all today an amazing power of Prema Yoga. May the power of Prema Yoga be upon you. And it can be Prema Yoga to anybody. It all depends whom the Prema Yoga can manifest in. It can be from whoever is your beloved. It is up to
Only
you.
beloved,
Huh?
Sir,
Yes,
only
beloved.
beloved or
Prema is beloved only. Anybody can be your beloved. So if there is Prema and there's love for your beloved, and that is so deep that it can be a yoga, it can unite you with God, you will experience a divine bliss. I'll leave you with this and we'll come back to you on Sunday, Indian time at 8. I bow down to you.